So take it to the mat, extend through the legs, and then I want you to start really nice and tall. Inhale, arms overhead, big breath in. Inhale, take those fingers a little closer to the head, and then on the exhale, take a bow. Blow over those legs. Again, good connection with the sit bones on the mat, leading with the heart. Don't lead with the chin. We're leading with the chest, and then we're just softening towards the mat. You decide how that works. You know that you can always take your straps anytime you like, and we're just looking for a little bit of length through the back of the legs. Hold here. So of course, modify anything you need to modify. I'll be doing that today. Use your blocks and straps when you feel like it. Take a break, take a sip, and above all, please listen to your body. It will always guide you. And now inhale, tall stack spine. Nice and slow. We're just going to do a few roll downs. Start to soften each vertebrae back towards the mat. Nice and slow. Roll down. Core should be engaged. And then once the shoulders and the head get heavy, go ahead and extend the arms back. We'll do a couple more like that. Float the arms up above the shoulders. Again, engage the core, the head. Each of the following vertebrae comes up. Nice tall spine first, and now exhale, soften with those legs. And nice tall stack spine. We'll do one more. Come on up. And now float back down. Slow, slow, slow. We want to slow everything down. We want to give those muscle fibers an opportunity to engage. Extend. This is our last one, and then we'll take it back to the mat. Come on up nice and slow. Core's engaged. Tall spine. Soften over those legs. Let everything go. And now with each exhale, maybe, just maybe, you can soften that heart a little closer. Really root down through those sit bones and extend long through the spine. And just tap in with how those hamstrings are feeling today. Last breath here. Come on up, stack the spine. We're going to soften that right knee, and we're going to take that left hand to the outside of that right foot. Send that leg away. There's your stretch. Now remember, we want to encourage that nice opening through the left shoulder. Send that arm back, find your twist, and if you like, gaze back at that right thumb. Hold here. Go ahead and release that. Take that left ankle onto right ankle onto your left thigh. Find your number 4. But before we fold over this leg again, soften that right knee. So we're opening up to the outside of the hip. Inhale, grow tall. Again, strap is welcome. Exhale, and fold. Rise up. Send that leg back down. We're going to switch it up. Hold that left knee. Right hand to the outside of that left foot. We know that the fingers to the midline. Shin starts parallel. Send that leg away. Find that nice stretch down on that right shoulder. Left arm back. Spread the fingers. Peek back. So if your hamstrings are really tight, that needs to be soft. There's nothing wrong with that. We rotate through. We find that beautiful stretch. Last breath here. Go ahead and fold that knee. Find your number 4 on this side. So again, let that left knee get heavy first. Take a notice on which hip is a little tighter. We're not very symmetrical. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, we bow. Again, strap is welcome. If you're uber flexible, you can always take a block on that foot to encourage a bit more length through the spine. That always feels delicious, especially this early in the morning. And go ahead and release that. Go ahead and extend through that leg. Bring those legs in line with the hips. One last time. Send those arms out, ladies. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, last roll down. Now go about halfway, and now just hold here. Feel the core connection. Should feel those abs engage. And now, last breath, come on down. Once the shoulder and the head get onto the mat, send those arms back. Reach for that left wrist. Clasp it with the right hand. Inhale, get heavy, and on the exhale, send that left arm away, straight back to start. So keeping those legs together, ankles, knees, and hips, bring them together and squeeze in. So we're activating those adductor muscles. And now keeping those hips heavy, start to send those left fingers towards the right corner of the mat. So we're opening up through the intercostals, that side body, and we're sending that hand back, getting a nice big stretch into the shoulders, upper back, hold here. And come on back to center. We're gonna switch our class. Take the left hand to the right wrist. Again, inhale, get heavy through the back. Exhale, send that arm straight back. Start, big reach. And now on the exhale, go ahead and float those right fingers towards the left corner of the mat. So we're bending at the waist, opening up to the side body, the intercostals, and sending the energy towards that left corner of the mat. Hold here. And back to center. Then just go ahead and soften, take those elbows in line with the shoulders. We're gonna take that right hand to the left shoulder. You know where we're going, the left hand to the right shoulder. Imprinting to the lower back. We're gonna pull neck, head, and shoulders up and float it over the mat. So remember which arm is forward. We're gonna switch it up the next time around. So again, the core is engaged, and we're just gonna roll from the outside of one shoulder to the other. Should feel really nice. And now coming back to center, we're gonna take that neck and shoulder and head back down and just reverse that. So switch the clasp, which arm is over top. Again, we're imprinting first, we float up, find that core connection, and now roll. Last one. And come on back to center. Unravel those arms. Send that left arm straight out, palms up. Take the right hand to that left shoulder. Keeping that left shoulder grounded, we're going to send those right fingers towards that left hand again. There's that stretch to the back. We're going to work it today. Hold here. Should feel delicious. And release that, coming back onto the back. Switch it up. Send that right arm straight out. Float the left hand to that right shoulder. We imprint, big breath in. On the exhale, float those left fingers to right hand. Big stretch. And release that. Come on back to center. Go ahead and float those arms straight up. We're going to roll up one more time, ladies. So again, we're energetically connected with the hands, but they're floating above the shoulders. Imprint, up we go. And then once we get to our nice tall stack spine, just relax the arm. We're going to reach for our blocks. So we're going to find that T, that beautiful heart opener that we like. You're going to take one block, flatter side, between the shoulder blades, and then the block, the next block, our T, is going to be at any height, and that depends on the length of your neck. You want to make sure that you're comfortable and you're supported. So that block should be right over bra strap, is where it feels comfortable. And we're going to take that head again and support it. You want your weights handy. Again, you decide what denomination you want. And we're going to start with elbows in line with the shoulders. Welcome to take the knees bent and feet to the mat, especially if you've got lower back issues. It might be a little bit nicer. And you can walk those feet a little wider if you want and collapse in the yogi's choice. But you want to make sure that you feel grounded and supported and that you're not kind of just floating above your mat. So take a big breath in. And then on the exhale, take those weights straight up above the shoulder. Bring them into a kiss, the top of the sternum. Slowly separate, bring those elbows back down. That's one. We got 9 more of these. Squeeze in. So imagine a pencil between the bosoms when you take those weights up and squeeze. It's all these little tiny muscle movements that really give us our benefits. Keep the girls high and dry. Be happy, girls. That's halfway. Squeeze in. 3, 2. Now, if your weights are heavy, you're going to be bent. If your weights are really light, you can keep them straight. Last one, hold here. And now go ahead and take those arms straight up. Take those weights together, little tiny circles. So bring the weights together as if they were one, and we're just gonna make little rotations, very small, not big. We wanna keep them well supported through the back. Just a little stretch here. 3, 2, 1, little pause the other way. Just small, small, small movements. 3, 2, 1. And now elbows are tight together. Shoulders are squeezing in so that we're, again, in line with elbows and shoulders. And now we're gonna start to bend and take those weights back behind the head for a tricep extension. For 3, we'll do more than 3, by the way. Nice and slow though. First 3 are super slow. We're just getting that little stretch into the tricep. For 2, don't hit your head with the weights. And 3, we're away. Keep going. Extend. Extend. We've got last 3 here, ladies. 3, 2, last one. Separate the hands, bring those elbows, bring the back of the arms back down so the elbows are in line with the shoulder. We're gonna do 5 more extensions overhead. So big reach to the heavens, bring those weights together, squeeze that pencil between the bosoms, come on down for 5. Squeeze, 4, 3, 2, last one, come on down, go ahead and release the weights. We're gonna extend through those legs and just take the hands and come on up to a nice seated position. So this one we know is a really nice restorative pose, and we're gonna do that with bolsters and stuff. It's gonna be completely different. So we're gonna take our blocks at any height. They can be the highest, they can be the lowest, you decide. We're gonna come into some tricep extensions one more time, or tricep dips, I should say. So it's really critical that the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders stay stacked in a line. And if you can't maintain that, get rid of the blocks and take it to the mat. It just gives you a little bit more depth to work through. Ankles, knees, and hips are in line. Roll the shoulders away from the ears so we're engaged, the pecs are opening up. Now root through the feet, up go the hips. So again, critical that the knees are underneath the ankles are underneath the knees. And now keeping those elbows tight, we send them back. You lower as much as you like. A little hold, come on up. We're going for 10. 9, and again, don't be afraid to modify. 8. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. Hips come down, take those blocks off to the side, and we're just gonna come into our child's pose. So coming onto our knees, big toes together. If you prefer, you can take those knees together for shell pose. If you're in shell, the arms are behind you, palms up. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and extend to the spine. You decide what makes you smile. Take a moment here. Let those hips get heavy. Again, check in with the legs. How are they feeling? Let's take one more breath wherever you are, and then slowly stack the spine. Bring those knees in line with the hips. We're going to thread the needles, ladies. So inhale, arm overhead, big reach to the right, and on the exhale, take that arm and thread it underneath the left. The ear and the shoulder get heavy. You know you've got options. You can press the left fingers into the mat, send that left arm up, or wrap it around and tuck it in that right hip crease. But we're rotating open to the left side of the mat. Hold here. Last breath here, come on back on your child's pose just for a breath. And now inhale, left arm high, big reach to the stars. Exhale, take underneath that right. And again, find your stretch on this side. You decide what has to happen on the right side of the body to deliver that stretch you're looking for today. And release that. Come on back to center. We're going to be here just for a breath. And then we're going to stack the spine. Take the knees back underneath the hips. Walk yourself back into the neutral tabletop. Let's find some cat-cow here. Big breath in. Find length through the front body as we take the gaze and the tail up. Hands are active. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck that tail. Curve that spine. So again, just rolling through your cat-cow. And you know that we can thread the needle both from child's pose and table. If you have a preference, don't be afraid to switch from back and forth. Again, your practice, your rules. Let's do one more here, just like this. And then back to a neutral table. Ladies, you're going to grab for a block. We're going to take that block underneath the left hand. Again, at any height. Again, critical that we're stacked with elbows and shoulders. We're going to reach for a weight, anyone that you want. Threading the needle here, we're going to take that elbow in line with the shoulder and then thread it underneath the outside edge of that left mat for 10. Keep the torso quiet. 9, gazes forward. Three, elbow nice and high. 2, last one. Hold here for 5, 4. That triceps parallel to the mat. 2 and 1. Release the weight underneath the sternum. We're going to float that block off to the right side. Once again, when you're ready, we're going to pick up that weight. Take it elbow nice and high. And when you're ready, thread it underneath to the right edge of the mat for 10. 9, 8. 5. Last one. Go ahead and release that weight. These we're going to bring those knees back in line with the hips. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes under. You're going to find your downward dog. And walk it out. Don't be afraid to pedal the feet. Don't be afraid to send the hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, take a big breath in. On the exhale, float forward, find your plank. You can take it to a low plank. You can take it to a high plank. Corset that torso. We're melting everything towards mid-belly. We're taking that navel towards the spine. Hold here. We're just going to do 3, I promise. 3 chaturanga push-ups. If you can't do them safely, please take the knees down. Again, elbows are tight. We float the the shoulders slightly forward towards the fingers. We lower down. Come on up. For 3. For 2. Now don't be afraid to modify. And 1. Come on down the last time. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Let's maybe start in cobra actually. Up dog's a little too much. We're just warming up the spine. Elbows are tight. Shine that heart forward. Slowly exhale, belly to mat. Relax that. We'll do one more. Again, elbows are tight. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, float yourself up. Cobra. Maybe we take a little deeper this time. You decide. and release, belly to mat. Ladies, here's where you're gonna want very light weights. Well, you probably know which weights you need. We're gonna take them in front of our mat. And we're gonna take the legs in line with the hips, shoulders, wrists, elbows again, all in line. Palms are down, forehead's rested. Keep the left leg on the mat. And when you're ready, we're gonna float that right leg up and that left hand, hold here. So imagine a tug of war between that left hand and that right foot we hold. And release, let's do it again now on the opposite side, left leg, right arm. And release, and again, for 3, we're alternating, switch it up. And release. The higher you can float the leg and the arm up, the more extension we're getting, the nicer that is. Release. And again. Release. For 2. Release. Last one this side. And release. So now, we're going to keep those legs in line with the hips. We're going to take those elbows in line with the shoulders. So again, palms face down, we've got our weights in there. Again, you can cast them aside at any point in time. Yogi's preference, you can look forward or you can keep forehead on the mat. Hips are heavy in the mat. Tops of the feet are heavy on the mat. Big breath in. On the exhale, gaze up. Float those elbows in line with the shoulders. So they're hovering. From here, we're going to send those arms away. You can breaststroke. Bring those elbows back for 10. 9. 4. 3. Last one, keep those elbows back, hold here. Now take those elbows in behind the back, squeezing in for 10. 9. 4. 3. 2. Last one, hover. Again, tops of the feet are heavy. Release the arms down. Go ahead and take those weights off the side. We're going to open up through the pecs a little bit more here. So send that left arm straight out. Palms down. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder in line. Take the right hand underneath that right shoulder. Messing that up maybe a bit. Rolling onto that left side. So you know you can stay here. You can simply press those fingers into the mat. You can take that right foot behind you. You can float that right arm up or send it back. But we're getting heavy through the front of that left shoulder. And we're finding space through the back. Hold here. And release that, come on back to center. We're going to switch it up. Extend that left arm straight out, palms down. Right arm straight out, palms down, left fingers underneath the shoulder. Roll to the right side. Again, you decide what has to happen on this side of the body to help deliver the stretch you're looking for. And again, let that right shoulder get heavy. There's where we find our length. Come on back to center. Again, we're in line with the legs and the hips, taking the hands alongside the chest. Yogi's choice now, cobra or up dog. Or open up a bit more. You can take it a bit deeper if you like. You know your body. It will guide you. Listen to it. Last breath here. Send those hips back. Downward dog walk. Last breath here. We're going to walk the hands and the feet to meet in the middle of the mat. Let everything go. Forward fold. Now, ladies, we're going to reach for some weights here. We're going to take them in front of our toes. We're coming into bicep curls and triceps. So again, you decide what weights you need. One last breath, soften just a little bit more. Root down through the heels. Maybe float those hips back a little bit more. Find a bit more length in the hamstrings first. And then when you're ready, start to drag those weights up the feet. You can soften the knees. Come on up to a nice tall stack spine. Taking the weights, knuckles towards the thighs. Again, soften the knees if you'd like. We're gonna do some rollbacks. Bring the inhale shoulders up. Exhale, send them back for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last one, let them get nice and heavy. How close can those weights get to the knees? Let's reverse that. Inhale, shoulders up. Just change directions. 1 forward for 5. Last one. And again, keeping those knuckles towards the sides. Again, you can soften the knees. Inhale, grow tall. And on the exhale, send those right knuckles towards that right knee. We're opening up to the side body. On the left, come on back. Exhale, switch it up. For 10. Little waist wiggles here. For 9. Three. 2. Last one, each side. Come on back to center. Ladies, we're going to open up the palms forward, keeping those elbows tight. Again, welcome to be soft in the knees. And if you like better stance, you can take a little wider. You want to feel comfortable and grounded. But keep those elbows nice and tight. So extend all the way down. We're opening up to the eye of the elbow and now curling in. Take those elbows up towards the shoulder. A little curve at the front. So we're taking the weight towards the outside of the shoulder. Helps with a bit more cut. Come on down. For 10. Squeeze in. 9. Squeeze. 4. So a little softness in the knees helps those quads engage as well. So we're doing double work. 3. Here we're going to do double work again momentarily. 2. Last one. Come on back down. Ladies, we're going to bring those weights together. Again, send those weights straight up. Welcome to get rid of one if you'd like. Bring those weights in between the shoulder blades, tricep extensions for 10. Again, softness in the knees just helps better balance. You decide your feet placement. We got 3 more. 2. Last one. Come on back down. We're going to do one more set. So again, elbows nice and tight. But this time we're coming into a hammer curl. So what that means is knuckles are towards the thigh. Again, set the shoulders down the back, engage the core, bring those weights up. Curve out for 10. Come on back down. So again, no splaying elbows. Elbows are tight to the body. 3. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. Come on back to center. We got one more set of tricep extensions. So bring those weights together. Send those weights straight up. Elbows tight. Take the weights between the shoulder blades for 10. Three, 2. Last one. Extend. Go ahead and release that. Coming back down. Taking the weights again alongside of the thighs. We're going to take a big step out. So come to the long edge of your mat. I'm already there because I'm watching you guys, but you probably are facing the other way. Come to the wide edge of the mat. Take the toes towards the corners of the mat. Knees are always in line with the toes, it keeps it safe. Engage the core, lower down, quads are active. Elbows are tight to the body. Again, keeping the legs quiet to start, we'll add in momentarily. Take those elbows up to shoulders for 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Now, ladies, this time we're going to extend through the legs as we bring those arms up, or you can stay where you are. First one's a little easier, second one's a little harder. We're away for 10, 9. You decide how low you go. 8, 4, 3. Last one, stay low. Weights can be at heart center, 10 little pulses. Or you can take your weights on top of your shoulders, yoga's choice. 3, 2, 1. Hold here, a little lower, hold here. Lift that right heel up for 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Rest that right heel down. Let's take that left heel up for 10. Don't let those weights get slippery. I just saw that, caught myself doing that. 4. And now both heels are heavy. Elbows tight. One more set coming up for 10. 3, 2, we're staying low. Last one, stay here. Again, weights can be where you like, heart center or on the shoulders. 10 pulses. Slow, so slow, so slow. 3, 'Stay low, this is 10. You know we're going up a centimeter, oh, down a centimeter, up a centimeter, and down. For 3, we got 2 more for 9, and 10. Come on back down one more time, ladies, just hold. For 5, woo, those sides talking to you, mine are. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move through the heels, come all the way up. Heel toe those feet back in line with your hips. You know where we're going. We're going to take it to a squat this time. So again, you can get rid of your weights. You can keep them at heart center. Or you can take them on your shoulders, your choice. So again, important that we're stacked, ankles, knees, and hips. Important that the core is engaged. When you're ready, sit back in that imaginary chair. Come on up for 10. Now, if you want a little bit more and you've got 2 weights, you can bring them overhead. I'm not going to do that today. But that is always the option. So don't feel afraid to dial things up or dial things back on how you feel. Let your body guide you. It will keep you safe. Nourish it. 3. We're going to add in 2. Last one. Stay low, ladies. We're just holding. Again, hips are back. You want to see toes. If you don't see toes, that means your knees are too far forward. That means you're jumping on your lower back. That's not good. We'll come back to haunch. Hold for 5. We're going to add in for 4. 3. For 2. And 1. Up just a centimeter, down just a centimeter for 10. And 9. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one, hold here. We hold for 10. Hips are back, 9, core is engaged, 8, spine is tall. Root through the feet, come all the way up. Extend the arms. Now, ladies, you're gonna want just one weight. Actually, you could take 2 weights to balance you off if you like. We're gonna work the one side. So again, ankles, knees, and hips. We're gonna work some obliques, but from a standing position this time. So the left side is gonna stay nice and quiet. We're gonna float that right arm up. So again, if this is too heavy for you, get rid of it, change your weights. Softness in the knees is just gonna help with balance, just a small softness. And we're gonna take that little right elbow towards that right knee, but keep that left side quiet. So no dumping over. We strain our shoulder when we do that. So if the weight is too heavy, cast it aside and get something smaller. Bring the elbow and knee together and then extend the weight. And for 10. Challenge with my balance this morning. 3, 4, big reach, 5, open up to that side body, 6, 8, 9, we're gonna do 5 more after 10. So let's go for 5, 4, squeeze in, 3, we're working the obliques, 2, last one, and now float that arm back down. We're gonna switch it up. Take the weight to the other side. If you're using 2, you can keep it there, you know that. Again, soften the knees. The right side is going to stay quiet. We extend through that left leg. Oh, might be an arm. When you're ready, elbow and knee will come on up together for 10. Big reach. 9. 5, 4, 3, 2. You know, we've got 5 more. We got 5. Big reach. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Go ahead and float that arm down. Take those weights in front of the thighs. Ladies, big breath in on the exhale. Find the fold. Let everything go. So again, rooting through the heels. If we float those hips back beyond the heels, you'll find more extension through the hamstrings. Soften the heart. Welcome to take hands to blocks, shins, mat. Let everything go. And now slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Come on up, stack the spine. Ladies, extend that right arm straight out, spread the fingers. And on the exhale, reach to the left. And now either using the hand or the crux of the elbow, we extend to the left and peek to the right. There's that nice stretch here. One more time from the back. Hold here. Come on back to center, flip that arm up. We spin the palm and we take it to the tricep. Now you've got options. Hand to elbow. You can come into a bind. You can use your strap to extend through those arms. What you want to avoid is pressing on the neck and letting those arms splay away. We want to put the elbows straight back, opening up to the heart. Find your stretch and extension to the tricep here. Last breath here, release that. We're going to switch it up. Left arm extends. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, come on to the right. Again, you decide where you're clasping. Extending and take a peek to the left. Hold here. Now go ahead and take that arm straight up. Flip the palm. Find your tricep stretch. So again, any option, any version makes sense for you. And again, be mindful, one side's more open. So when we rotate through the day and move through the day, we're probably spinning open on more one side. What that means is that one side's more flexible, one side's tighter, more stronger. So it tweaks us, but the shoulders also tweak the spine. So when you have issues through the back, think of what's going on throughout the entire body before we isolate an issue. It's usually not one thing. Elbows are back, and go ahead and release that. Turn to face the front of your mat. Inhale, big breath in. So we're gazing up. Exhale, take a bow. Soften the knees. If you need to, take the hands to the mat and walk it out. Find your plank, ladies. We're holding. So again, any option that you like. You can come into a low plank. You can come onto your forearms. You can come onto your knees. But don't let those hips sag back. We don't engage the core when that happens. We bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. We root down through the toes and extend to the top of the head. And we corset. Again, there's that navel to spine. Hold here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send them back, downward dog, walk it out. I'm gonna take it to my forearms. Pedal it out, ladies. And then when you're ready, you're going to take it to your forearms. Again, you're going to bring your big toes together. And then you're going to find your low plank here. So elbows are tight underneath the shoulders. Chin is migrating towards those knuckles. Core is engaged. Hold here. Now you can be on your hands if you wish, but forearms is nice here because we're going to do some rotations through the spine. A little easier to access. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Come back to center, and now left. And right. And left. For 3. Slow and controlled. 8. 9. And 10. Come on back to center. Ladies, bring your knees together, uncurl your toes, float those hips back, your choice, child's pose or shell pose. Take a moment here. Last breath here. Go ahead and stack the spine. We're going to take our feet to the mat. You're going to want light weights here, ladies. So when you're ready, curl up your spine. Feet are on the mat in line with the knees and the hips. And you're going to come into some light weights. Taking the weight to the palm of your hand, palms are going to be up. So again, ideally, ankles, knees, and hips can be in line. And actually, if you're going to block handy, take a block in between the thighs. Integrate and squeeze in. So we're waking up those inner thighs again one more time. We're going to start with a nice tall stacked spine, and we're going to send those arms straight out, parallel to the floor. Again, if you want to get rid of your weights, you can. Half backs. We're going to roll halfway back. Hold. Come on back, stack spine, and now open up through the arms. Take them in line with the shoulders. Bring them back together. Half back. Or away for 10. So you don't need heavy weights to humble you pretty quickly. And I'll tell you, I've really noticed a difference in my strength with not doing a heck of a lot of weight training or yoga in the last while. 4. Help me to correct that so you know. For 3. For 2. Last one, stack spine. And you'll come on back, we're halfway. Feel that core engage and you'll open up for 10. 9. So again, small weights is all you need here. 3. That's not all I need anyway. 4. 5. Core's engaged. Hips are heavy. Sorry, sit bones are heavy. 3. 2. And 1. Coming up, nice tall stack spine. So soften those elbows towards the waist. Again, we're squeezing in through that block. Take that spine halfway back. Send those arms straight out. Little saws here. Take the right fingers towards the right corner of the mat. Come back to center and left. And right. And left. For 3. for 4, for 5. We got 5 more. 3, 2, last one, hold here, just hold. Feel that core engage for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, nice tall stack spine. Ladies, option to switch weights if you want. We're coming into a Russian twist, so you might want something a little heavier. You might be happy where you are. Taking 1 or 2 weights, we're going to take the sternum. Again, rolling the shoulders heavy away from the ears. Wow, where's our time going? Come on back, we're halfway. Hold here. Again, elbows are tight, turn to the right, right elbow tap. It doesn't have to touch, and then back to center and left for 10. 9. 4, 3, 2, last one, stay centered, hold here, coming up nice tall stack spine. Go ahead and take that weight off to the side. Welcome to leave the block there if you'd like, or you can take it away and extend through the legs. We're going to roll down one more time, yogi's choice. So again, we start with a nice tall stack spine, shoulders are soft away from the ears, take it down to the back, nice slow roll down. Once that head arrives, go ahead and bring those knees to the chest. Ladies, give yourself a well-deserved rock and roll today. And of course, we know the closer the knees are to the chest, the higher up on that spine, that lovely massage is. And as we take those knees further away from the torso, we migrate that massage down the spine. Now, there's lots of hip stuff going on in our little group. So we're going to come on back to midline. We're going to take those hands onto the knees, separate those knees, give yourself some circles. Doesn't matter which direction you're going. Again, just getting into those hips off. It's nice and slow. Take your time, linger. Notice if you're catching anywhere. Let's do one more in this direction. Take a pause, switch it up. Two more. Come on back to center. Ladies, bring those legs straight up. So we're stacked, ankle, knees, and hips. Pull the toes towards the shins and the heels so the hands. Wake up those calves. Hold here. And now point, flex for 3, point, and flex for 2, point, and flex for 1. Hold here. And now this time we're going to take the toes to the heavens. Arms to be alongside of the body, or T to be at a stop somewhere. Makes you smile. Little tiny circle, but keep them small. So we're getting into that lumbar sacrum region of the back. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Take a little pause, and the other way. Last one here, come on back to center. So we're going to keep those toes pointed. Leave the left leg where it is. Taking the hand to the back of that left thigh. Again, welcome to take a strap. Float that right leg down. Just for a hover hold here. Welcome to float neck, head, and shoulders up. We're just going to hold. Go ahead and switch the left leg out for the right. Left leg covers. Switch it out. And switch. We got one more each side. And switch. And switch. Last time. Go ahead and stack both the legs above the hips, bend the knees and soften them. So again, A T, a V, or a stop sign, keeping those shoulders heavy, keeping that sacrum and lumbar area nice and tight to the mat. You can point or flex the toes, it's personal preference, but take those knees off to the side. Again, keep that spine nice and flat. Hold here for a hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back to center. Switch it to the left. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Keep that right shoulder grounded. 2 and 1. Come on back to center. We got a couple more. Now you can add in if you like. You can just take the knees to the right, or you can extend through the legs. Yogi's choice. For 5, come on back to center. Switch it up. For 4. But again, it's important that those shoulders are grounded. For 2, we got one more each side. Last time, back to center. And now float those feet back down on the mat, ladies. They can be together or they can be in line with the knees and hips. Take a big breath in on the exhale. Settle those knees off to the right. Find your twist here. If you like, take that left ear to the mat. Once again, take those knees to center. Big breath in on the exhale. Float those knees off to the left. Let that right ear be delivered to the mat. Hold here. Again, it's personal preference. But you should feel this opening through the hips, the glutes. Hold here. Last breath here, coming back to center. Go ahead and extend those legs up one final time. Point the toes. I find it easier to have the arms alongside of the body in V. It's personal preference, but again, you want to keep that spine tall. We're coming into 2 scissors. Again, the goal is not to see how low those legs can get to the mat. The goal is to keep that spine imprinted in that the lumbar and sacral region nice and heavy on the mat. So inhale, legs apart. Exhale, crisscross. So we're alternating our crisscross. And as we do that, we're just lowering the legs to the mat. Slow and controlled. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And now go ahead, when the legs come on up, leave them here. Zip them together. This time we're going to pull the toes towards the shin. Again, waking up through those calves one last time. Last time, ladies, we're just going to lower on down, super, super slow. Keep that spine flat. Keep that core sitting in through the core. You take those legs for a hover. Again, option to bend the knees a little easier. If you've got lower back issues, you're bending the knees. So again, those legs don't have to be really close to the ground. We're just extending through the back from the glutes, through the hamstrings, back of the knees, through the heels, we lower down. Core is engaged, we're holding. Again, don't let that back buckle. If you find the back is buckling, please bend the knees, we're holding. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back with the knees to the chest. Ladies, your choice. Either take it to a roll or find happy baby. I'm due for a little happy baby right now. And if you decide that you're in happy baby, go ahead and extend through one leg as you float one knee towards the mat. Other leg. So this is the feel good part of the class. So again, anything that feels good. If you're creating a pose that we didn't incorporate today, by all means, you are more than welcome to do that. Remember, your practice, your rules. Don't ever hesitate. Let's do one more because it feels so good. Now, regardless of where you are, bring those legs together, take the heels to the heavens. Final rock and roll. And as you roll from side to side, I'm going to ask you to check in with the body. Just getting a gauge on how you feel now versus when you first came to class. And if you have decided how you would like to spend final Shavasana, I invite you to find your happy place. Let everything start to relax. Maybe the feet float to the floor. Maybe you start to extend the legs. Don't be afraid to call on your blocks, your props, bolsters, anything they have handy that's going to make your stay on the mat that much more pleasant. But come into the Shavasana that served you best today. Let the sit bones get heavy. Let the shoulder blades get heavy. Close the eyes. Start to expand through the forehead so there's no tension. Relax and loosen through the jaw. Maybe that mouth opens just a little bit. Maybe the tongue starts to move forward. And maybe each exhalation takes those sit bones and shoulder blades just a little heavier into the mat. Maybe those eyes roll back just a little deeper. Take a great big breath in, feel the fullness in the torso, the belly, the clavicles lift. Hold that fullness just for a few more seconds. Now open your mouth and exhale with a great big sigh. Melt your way into every version of Shavasana. Just smile. All set. Ladies, we're slowly, kindly, gently going to start to bring some awareness back to the body any way you see fit. Always nice to start with the parts that are farthest away and move yourself towards the core. done this lots of times. Any way that makes sense for you. Bring awareness back. You wake up slowly, mindfully, patiently. And in your own time, and only when you're ready, you'll find a comfortable seated position without haste. We'll take the hands to the heart and the bow in gratitude, always grateful for what we can do. I honor the place in you where the whole universe resides, and you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in you. You are.